Welcome again, Virgo. It's April 2024, eclipse month. It's an amazing astrological combination here for you, especially triggering this 8th house of your horoscope, a very tricky part of your horoscope indeed, and particularly with your ruling planet Mercury going retrograde on the 2nd of April. We can tell here, in conjunction with this eclipse that takes place on the 9th, it's very, very important for us to focus our attention this month on what this all means here. Now, I want to talk about this in conjunction with this 7th house, Mars, Saturn, Venus, Neptune, 7th house of relationships, alongside of this 8th house eclipse and retrograde Mercury, relating to your intimacy, shared resources, and the way you deal with a lot of the psychological complexes that have to do with this 8th house. It is a house that requires you, especially can you see there, Venus moves into that area as well. A conjunction, a traffic jam of energy there that is going to require a great deal of finesse on your part to get underneath the psychological ramifications of that. So here we know, and we've already discussed this previously, that the Mars-Saturn frustrating combo, along with Neptune in the 7th house of relationships, shows that you're working through some stuff there. Saturn is a karmic planet. The North Node here is the karmic planet. The retrogression of Mercury constitutes a karmic sort of component. The Sun is the ruler of your 12th house, another karmic area of your house. Saturn is the 5th lord. The past life is indicated here. So there's a lot of stuff here coming up, being regurgitated from your past. Not just this life, but your past life. So you are required, especially under that eclipse of the 9th, to turn a new page. Be prepared to turn a new page. Be prepared to use the retrogression of Mercury to get underneath and go back and understand what it is in your relationships that's holding you back. That's holding you back, especially from that intimacy, from just allowing yourself to be vulnerable with the person that you love. Something's holding you back there, Virgo, and it's time now, due to the eclipse, due to the retrogression of Mercury, due to the entrance of Venus there, the planet that regulates your value systems, your spirituality, to ask the hard questions. If you can do that, you will see that this period of your life is going to be looked back on as one in which you made some incredible strides in your relationships and self-development. You'll notice there that this 8th house is also money. It's the money that you deal with that has a relationship to other people, loans, borrowings, bank, retirement funds, to some extent investments, but that's more the domain of the 5th house. Still, inheritances come under that, unearned money. An inheritance is money that hasn't been earned. And so therefore that could also be a question. Revisiting the way that you are investing your money, earning money, credit cards, the debts that you deal with are all part of the mix of this very important month of 2024. So here we also see that Mars moves away from Saturn. So I can see a diminishing level of frustration in the relationship. You see there, that's triggered by the conjunction, well, the opposition rather, of the moon to these three planets. That 20th, 21st period is going to bring more of that out. And the value systems that I've been talking about are also highlighted by the position of the Sun moving into the 9th house. It rules your 12th house. So I think conscience plays a large part in some of the decisions you make. That's going to be more or less triggered even more, really, because of the opposition to the Sun. The full moon there on the 24th brings that into the foreground of your thinking as well. So all of these transits are important. They're important because they highlight the need for you to reappraise your relationships. By the way, that retrograde Mercury dominating your, well, it rules your sun sign, but it also rules your career. Gemini here, the 10th house. So when I say a reappraisal, this also has to do with your career, and more importantly, the sense of what you're earning from your career, not only in terms of money, because we said this is also a spiritual sort of value reappraisal. It's got to do with how satisfied you are in the work that you're doing. So do look at that, especially in the closing days of the month. You'll see that this ninth house takes over, and we're going to get into that next month, because Venus on the last day of the month enters into this area as well. The ruler of the ninth house, Venus, transiting the ninth house, and that is very, very important. We see that it is going to showcase your need to dig deeper into your spiritual nature and to spiritualize the activities and the relationships in your life. Do take a look at what else we've written up for you there at astrology.com.au, the daily, weekly, monthly and yearly readings. There are a number of readings there that help you contextualize what I've said here in the video today. Do subscribe, hit that like button, and also drop me a note if you feel up to it. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to see you again here next month in May 2024 when we see where the rest of your karma is taking you. Take care. Good luck. Bye-bye.